science together, but I guess we didn't know it at the time. I invited an old high school classmate to join like my group, my group of friends that were sitting, and he was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And then he went over and sat on the other side of the classroom, and well, he sat next to this kid.
So then me and Trent, I don't know, we went to the Union one day for, I don't know, I think we were going to eat or whatever, and then Nicole walks by, and then Trent starts talking to her, and then like she sits down, and then all of a sudden Trent's like, oh, I gotta go. And it's just like, then it's just me and her, like, this is kind of awkward.
Yeah.
And about 10 minutes later, she's like, oh, I gotta go too. I don't know, you know, and she later told me, I didn't have any place to be, I just didn't want to be there anymore. So we were in the same Chem 106 class, and I always kind of sat by myself, and she asked me, well, do you want to join our little group or whatever? And so I'm not sure why not, and I sat, and they had like a whole big row they took up like in almost the front of the Rotunda D, and I don't know, started hanging out there, and we just so happened to have animal science in the morning together, and then Chem 106 at the end of the, or in the afternoon, so we kind of hung out in Union on 3 days a week together. So.
And I don't know, we had been talking, like hanging out quite a bit, and then I guess he asked me, he asked me if I wanted to go on a date one day after chemistry class, and I was really nervous, and so I said I'll check my schedule.
Yeah, that's not the answer I wanted to hear, but it wasn't no, so that was okay.
And I didn't get back to him for a week. I felt kind of bad about that one, but he hung in there. I don't know.
It was kind of convenient, like easy though. Just we kept running into each other throughout the day and stuff, or you know, random times we weren't planning on seeing each other, and all of a sudden like, oh, there she is, and we'd talk or something. And
I don't know, it was about a week later. It was right, like, state FFA convention prep, and I was really stressed out and really tired. But Andrew really wanted to go to the barn dance, and, you know, jitterbug and whatnot, and I guess you were just beginning to learn because he hadn't danced before he met me, so I taught him all the jitterbugging and line dancing and all that jazz. And so we went and had a great time, and he dropped me back off, and that's when he asked me to be his girlfriend.
so I got wind right before we left for China on the SDSU Ag trip that, I think it was like 2 days before we left, that there was a bet going on that I was going to propose in China. And Nicole knew about this for like months, I found out later.
I did.
Anyhow, so Lisa was supposedly the one having this bet on us. Well, it really wasn't a real bet, it was just like, I bet this is going to happen, there was no money involved.
We thought there was money involved.
Yeah, we thought that, so we came trying to connive a way to like do this fake proposal in front of Lisa to like get her all worked up, and we tried a few times and it just didn't work out, and we had the whole like, will you tie my shoe routine thing, or no, Nicole,
okay.
First it was Nicole's gonna propose to me.
Okay.
And I got this.
No, I got this.
Come on, go.
Okay.
So they were coming down the wall and we were going up the wall, and we asked Lisa to take our photo, and I said, we're gonna do it. And so she's like getting ready to take this picture, and I like bend down or kneel down on one knee.
And I was like, Lisa, could you take one more photo for us?
And then I get down on one knee, and then I asked Nicole, will you tie my shoe? And Lisa, I just bought this camera for Nicole, and Lisa just about threw it off the Great Wall of China. She went like this, and I was going to go dive for it, and then she held on to it, and then she like set it down on the wall, and she just stormed off down the wall.
Yeah, she didn't talk to us for like a day.
She's still a little salty about it. Yeah, I asked her about it the other day, but she's mainly over it. So I got the, I don't know, right idea to propose, so I started working. I had this plan in my head like for a long time.
You say that so excitedly.
I don't know. Had this plan in my head a long time. I wanted, like, I got my pilot's license. I wanted to fly over. Will you marry me in something? So I was talking to my parents, and we came up with using like straw bales, and we were like, oh, trying to figure out how to use like whole ones or little squares, or we just sold all of our big squares, and then we like, oh, we'll unroll them. Take a round bale, unroll it, and there'd only be like a strong brown grass would stick out. So we did that, and me and Dad took I think it was Thursday of Easter break, Friday of Easter break. In the afternoon we did that, and we took strings and measured out the letters, like 50 foot tall, so they're pretty big, and we rolled it all out. And then Saturday I was gonna go get Nicole at the airplane from Miller, bring her back, and that's like my excuse to A, fly, and then B, how we can get back and forth.
Backing up a little bit, you've been wanting to fly for a while. Like, And so I didn't think anything of it. Like, yeah, it was, I hadn't flown with Andrew in,
since I was in training.
Yeah, since he was in training. So, but it wasn't that unusual to me because he really wanted to fly. So he shows up and his sister's in the plane. That wasn't unusual to me either because I knew Susan had really wanted to fly. So we fly down there,
get to Parkston.
Yeah, get to Parkston, and
I live about 2 miles from the airport, so I just kind of had it all planned out. I flew it once just to make sure I could get the pattern right, and so I flew quite a ways away from it. It's out the left window. You can't see it, but I knew where it was at, and flew that way, turned, and then brought the wing back down. And as we turned, and I kind of turned the other direction, and then Nicole can see it. Well, our parents are sitting in a car in a field approach about, I don't know, 200-300 yards down the road. And I said, look out the window. I had this ring in my hand. And she looks out there and she goes, yeah, I see it. And then that was it. Like, that was the exact same like expression she had. Like, she didn't see it. And I was panicking. I didn't know if she's seen it and didn't like think I was serious or what. And
well, and I saw the car at the headlights and I was like, that's odd. Like, it's like sunset and this car at the headlights is sitting there, you know. I just thought it was weird. So, and literally if I would have moved like my gaze upwards, like half, you know, just a little bit, I would have seen it in big.
Because I could see it across her out the window.
And so he kind of tilts the plane again, and then I don't know what I said. What did I was like, oh!
Yeah, you could see this big oh expression on her face, and then like, oh, now I asked the question. So I held the ring up, and then I asked the question, and then she was like freaking out, and then she managed to say yes.
After he asked, and I said yes, I don't know, he kind of flew back around the big Marry Me, and he said, are you feeling all right? And I was like, yeah, turbulence isn't really, I mean, there wasn't really any turbulence, but planes in my stomach.
It was just like a big mile circle. I flew back around so she could like take a picture if she wanted to. Susan was taking pictures of the back seat and videoed it all and everything. And,
yeah.
And I kept flying around, and I just had to finish about a half more circle, and then I'll be facing at the airport and be right lined up with the runway. And Susan said, well, I got my snack bag. She brought some snacks along, about empty. I'll finish that. This way you can puke in it if you need to.
Yeah, we made that joke earlier in the flight. Just yeah. And
well, she didn't get it finished.
She didn't get it finished, no. And then I'm sitting there, and I, you know, like about 30 seconds after Andrew asked me if I was feeling okay, I was like, hand up to my mouth, the other hand goes back, and Andrew goes, Susan, bag now!
I didn't even see it. I just seen her put her hand up. I'm like, what are you doing? And yeah, she put her hand, and then I could tell like she's holding her other hand against her mouth, and Susan got the bag up there quick, and then Nicole grabbed it and she like put it down here, and then she went right past it, went on the floor. She missed the bag.
All over the front of the plane. I felt way better afterwards, you know. And
she brought the pretzels that she puked up along, so she had a little snack to settle her stomach. And,
yeah, that didn't help.
So yep, it was pretzels.
It was. Oh,
and then they're like, well, why didn't you? You should need to get down on a knee so we can get a picture of that. So I did that.
So he got down on one knee, and we just kind of sat. Yeah, whatever. But
more of a photo op thing than
yeah.
I wanted to thank our parents for supporting us in all of our crazy endeavors, trying to get back and forth with each other, and taking off time to go see each other.
We want to thank our friends too for being there and making us laugh and cringe all at the same time.
And thank you to all Nicole's friends for helping me out and asking her out and getting engaged, and especially my sister and April for helping me plan this all out and pick out the ring. It's been a lot harder without it. So thank you everyone for coming and spending the day with us and helping us celebrate our marriage. Okay, want me to start? And then
yeah, you got it. Go for it. No, it was something like I was like, you don't have my phone number, and then you were like, well, I was waiting for you to ask, and I go, I was waiting for you to ask. And you're like, I don't know how this works. Never done this before. It's like, oh yeah.
Blast whatever jar. He's recording this, you know that?
Yeah, please don't put this in the video.
He was pretty discreet. I didn't even see him push the button.
You can see the little red thing right
I know,
there.
that's how I noticed it.
Oh, okay.
What? You got something in mind?
No, not something I really want. No.
What is it? I don't know, want to make the story more exciting than what it is.
And yeah, I feel, yeah, really.
Then you can say,
We didn't know what to do after we both said, or after I said yes to being his girlfriend. So, but it's nice. It's good. I don't know.
I like got most of my dating stuff from like the cheesy like things you see on TV.
Yeah, good stuff. And then